Everybody, Al Puglisi Trains. We're over at a very nice HO layout today, owned by Jim Bowers. It is a splendid layout, and I'm going to stop running my mouth and let's meet Jim and let him show us the layout. Jim, how you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fine.
And thanks for inviting us out here.
You're quite welcome. I appreciate you having me.
About the size of the layout is about what size?
I'd say probably 12 foot wide at the over here at the dog leg, and it goes back about 19 to 20 feet on the length of the layout in the back.
Okay.
Another 15 feet, it makes another loop. It's a continuous run.
Wow.
And I have about 9 sidings to it.
Holy smokes. Well, I'm just going to pan real quick, starting over here. If you want to make some comments on some of this. Is this...
Okay, this is the
Scratchbuilt.
Little building inside. It has it's a machine shop.
Oh, wow.
The engine facility.
Okay.
Small one, of course.
Now, is this a prototype or just something?
No, I made it up on my own.
Okay.
Cardboard.
Oh, wow.
It's just paper covered. Brick.
It's very nice. And the scenery and everything's very nice. And I'm just going to pan around the layout real quick, folks. And you, Jim, your backdrops are perfect. They blend in really well with the scenery.
Right. The farm in the back here.
Oh yeah. Let me go back to that and let's zoom in. And you freelance. You're pretty much a freelance modeler.
Yes, I am. I like Penn Central. And also Reading took us was in this area. For many years. Lebanon had quite a few train companies come through here. We had Cornwall, Lebanon. We had the Lebanon Railroad. Tremont Railroad. The Pensy came through at that siding, and also had the Reading main line.
Wow.
Went from Reading to Harrisburg.
Now, a lot of these flats, these are really well done. These are cut out and then recessed a little bit. Tell us how you did these.
The very back pieces of the layout, you'll see like they're just flat. You can buy like pictures for backdrops years ago. I just cut them out, took the skies out of them, and just put them on poster board. And then painted the details on them and glued them to the wall with Elmer's glue. And these are all just buildings I scratch built from the front here.
Right.
From the kit bashing.
It really, the backdrop really
pictures,
looks well done.
You can put trees in, real trees, and I painted it above each housing on the wall, so it looks like it's trees. The tree line shows the
oh wow, look at that airplane, man. That looks like a 730. Is that a 737?
I think it's a 27.
727 coming in for a landing, man. That is so cool. I love it. It's actually half a model, folks. Stuck to the air. Man, I absolutely love this. If you were here in person to see this, this thing actually looks like it's really flying coming into the layout. And let me back away and give you guys some additional views. We're going to get over to Jim, that big plant back there, is that the Hershey plant?
Yes, it is. It's
We're going to
chocolate factory, which is no longer there.
Wow.
Tore it down. All that's left is the stacks and the silos.
When did they tear that down?
2010, perhaps.
And
around that time.
We're going to come back and get a better look at that, folks. That is spectacular. And I'm just going to pan out this way. Jim really does a great job modeling these scenes. They're very well done. And the weathering is nice. Everything's grayed down.
Did you tear it off? You tore it out?
We got an Amtrak station there. And again, Jim, now this is DC. It's not DCC?
It's DC, but I can run DCC on it.
Okay.
Has enough power to do most of the sounds and the speed limits and everything. The problem we have, it doesn't do all the little bells and whistles.
Right.
It works on steam engines. It depends what brand it is. The Broadway Limited works very well on it.
Okay. The dual decoder type.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this little scene here, folks. This really detailed farm scene. This is really nice. This is Scratchbuilt, I see. Very nice.
Scratchbuilt. Yes, it was
very well done. Your
I like
bridge,
kit bash.
your bridge embankments. You saw the it's really cool.
Now
Yeah.
this is something interesting. Is all the tunnel ports, every one of my tunnels
Uh-huh.
is made from my son's Dungeon and Dragon blocks
Really?
from back in the late 70s perhaps or 80s.
There's blocks right there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And every tunnel port has the distance back here in the back.
Let's grab this train as it goes through, folks. She's a Penn Central local, and away she goes. Okay. And now here we see another plane flying, and again it's actually in the backdrop, but when you're looking at it like I am, it looks like it's really flying.
Now if you see some of the clouds here,
Uh-huh.
that's actually stuffed animal stuffings.
Okay.
It's a much better material to use for clouds.
Wow.
It's a thicker instead of animals that you buy for children,
Mm-hmm.
and so I like to use kind
Now,
of a gray color.
so it's gray, you didn't airbrush it gray?
No, I did not. I just hand painted all this with, I used the acrylic
Uh-huh.
paint, and also the mountains behind the
Oh, you
mountains
did
here. I
a
painted them.
beautiful job. Yeah, you painted those in.
Yes, painted those on.
Again, folks, I've seen a lot of backdrops. This is one of the best layouts, the use of backdrops that I've seen. These are actual photographs that Jim disguised in the backdrop here, and it is very well done. And I'm gonna just pan around. This is, Jim, this looks like an old Campbell's gold mine here.
Yes, a friend of mine made that, who had just passed away from COVID about in 22.
Sorry to
He
hear.
had a grocery store in Lebanon. He
Uh-huh.
built it, and I thought I'd put it in the layout.
And that's another Campbell kit back
Very
up
top.
at the very top. Let's take a look. Wow, that's another classic kit I remember as a teenager.
And the one lower than that one is Scratchbuilt from cardboard. I use blue boxes
Uh-huh.
to make my framework, and then I just put the aluminum foil on it.
Wow. Let me zoom out. Folks, I'll give you a tour of the layout, kind of an overview view. Interesting dump scene here.
That's my grandson, Aiden's playground.
Oh,
He
wow.
likes to play in there all the time. And
Does he?
Move the trucks around.
Uh-oh. Now, Bill, this facility here, is this a mine, a coal mine, or is this a gravel?
This was a kit from two kits. Jahan is the front area, which was actually this front piece you see in the, it was actually Jahan kit, that a coaling tower.
Okay.
And the back part I made out of a steel mill kit. And I
Oh,
just
wow.
made my own design, and
Oh, so you came up with this design.
Yes, yeah.
This is brilliant. This is like the Cheyenne coaling tower kit, I think,
Right.
cut in half.
Right.
And then you took a steel mill
steel
kit,
mill kit and
kit bashed.
Yes.
And this is, you say this is a coal mine. This really looks incredible, folks. This is right up my alley. I mean, this structure is one of the best kit bash structures I've seen in a long time. I'm not
Thank you.
really impressive, folks. It's not too big. I'd say it's about maybe 18 inches long. Now, Jim, this walkway, you scratch built this walkway across here?
Yes, I did from scratch. That's a walkway I built out of pieces from kits.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And I use my fencing. I use rabbit pen fencing,
Okay.
and I just cut it up in pieces and sections, and I'll show you how to do it later on. On the
All
other
right.
side, by the Hershey plant has a long fence.
Wow.
And then back here we have an air duct goes into the mine.
Okay, let me come around. Hold on. Again, it's a beautiful layout, folks.
The trees are actually butterfly trees. These are butterfly trees
Oh, let me come by. Hold on,
from my yard.
All right, now which trees?
These right here are butterfly trees.
Butterfly trees.
Yes, in my backyard here.
I have a butterfly tree. Now, how did you tell us exactly? These look great. Now, when did you pick them? Were they bright pink when you picked them, or?
Yeah, I do them in the fall when they dry out. And I
Okay.
shake them off real good, and then I cut them off and then put them together in the group.
Okay.
There's like four or five little pieces in this one, and I glue them together. And then when I do, I spray paint on them, and while they're still wet, I can dump the actual scenery on top of it. The woodland
Okay.
scenery.
Okay.
That's what they are.
So you don't pick the butterfly bush when it's pink, when
No,
it's flowering.
no.
You wait till what,
in the fall.
end in the fall?
Yeah.
Now I thought mine turned like really dark brown, but that's in the winter.
It is dark, but yeah.
So it's dead. It's kind of like a hydrangea tree that I use, except you wait for it to be dead in the fall.
Right.
Now, did you soak these in glycerin or anything, or no?
No. I shook them off and sprayed them with, I like hairspray.
Okay.
A cheap can of hairspray.
Yep.
And then these rocks here you see on the side, the shell rock. Those were made out of ceiling tiles.
Which rock is this?
These right here, you see all the rock formation? I use these ceiling tiles up here and break them in pieces.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
And I stack them up with Elmer's glue and actually stack them in, and you can wire brush across it to make it look like it has a little bit of texture.
Holy smoke.
That's actually ceiling tiles.
These trees are really, really nice, especially for, you have to make hundreds of trees. And these are really, how old are these trees, just out of curiosity?
Probably 7 years, perhaps.
Right, and they're perfect. They haven't come apart or anything.
I also use some of the cheaper like Christmas trees that you buy at Christmas time and just chop them up and put them in. So.
And there's that old Campbell kit. Timberline also had that building. Now here's the back side of this coal mine. Now this here, what is?
That's an air purification system. It goes into the mine to help the miners breathe.
Wow.
It's fresh air. It's a big fan here. You'll see the big fan. The air intake goes in here. You get fresh air and it blows it up into that ductwork going up into the mountain.
Wow. Now, is that based off a prototype or just your design?
It's a prototype.
Is it?
I have a book on coal mining.
Okay.
And I looked it up and read about it, and that's what we did with the coal mine.
Wow, I really like this. Let me pan back and show folks this layout. Oh, look down here.
This is made out of styrene plastic, the bridge. And then it was white when I started out. And I have a guy walking through the water here.
What kind of water did you use?
I use the Woodland Scenic liquid water. It comes in a bottle. We sell it at George Train Shop.
Here we go. Here's
I have access to almost anything I want in there. It gives me in for helping out. So it helps me out a lot. So.
Grabbing a train here. Everything's running beautifully, folks. Usually visitors like me and my friend Brian Hook from the channel's with me today. How you doing, Brian?
Hey.
And usually with visitors things act up, but this layout's running like a Swiss watch. Not to jinx anything. Let me back off and pan this view. For the size of this layout, so roughly, you said again, roughly 15 by 20 feet?
Yeah, it wraps around me.
Right.
Like I said, the one dog leg is what you actually call it, but it has a radius of probably like 38-inch radius.
Wow.
Inside track.
Okay.
And it goes over top of one another so you can save space that way.
Right.
It's not very big.
But it's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's probably like 12 foot from here to the wall, and then you have 5.5 to 6 feet wide. And then the back area is actually, that's an open grid. Okay, the front part here is all done with L girder.
Okay.
Which I started years ago. About 9 years ago I started it.
This plan I'm honing in on.
That's all Scratchbuilt.
And is it a prototype or just something you dreamed up, this one?
I dreamed it up on
Man.
paper, and also it's parts from different kits.
I love this thing, Brian. This is you could win contests with these.
That's the Butler company that is in Annville, Pennsylvania, where I grew up at. They've made steel buildings and.
This whole complex, what does it make? Do you know? Does it make something or?
It's just a chemical company, which we have here in Lebanon. It's called Lebanon's Chemical Company. We had.
Christmas.
But Butler came from the name of Annville. I just made it up. So.
Folks, I love kit bashing. This looks like it's part of a Walther's. What's that?
This was actually the lumber company.
Was it?
Yes, at one time.
Now this in here was part of another Walther's kit. I can't remember the name of it.
I think that might have been. I'm guessing. This was actually the gas company.
Okay.
Okay, that's what these towers are from.
Okay.
And this back piece here, that was one of those kits where you build your own, like an erector set, but it was made back from Jahong. Way back in, I don't know.
Now
in the 80s maybe.
how did you do the smoke? Tell us how you did the smoke.
I use just the cotton steam actually on those. And up here actually is actually the only one that has smoke on it. The rest is steam.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took it and just took a can of spray paint and sprayed over top of it.
Sprayed it with what, white or?
No, I just painted it a dirty flat black in the distance and just kind of. And the white is actually natural steam.
With the steam, what did you take? Cotton?
Just cotton and stuck them down in the inside of the openings.
Are they glued down or no?
No, I can take one out if you want.
Yeah, this. Wow. Let's let the viewers look at that. This looks.
There's a pin and stick it down in there.
Uh huh. Yeah. Sorry to do that.
No,
to
that's
you.
quite all right. I'll fix it later. This was a scratch. It's just a. Reading had this on one of their main lines, and I liked it, so I just built it.
You know what's cool is he's got a pole. All of us have poles. A lot of us have poles, and this was really cool the way you integrated this right into that pole. You don't pay attention to the pole at all. You pay attention to the building. And this complex is cool.
It is neat. It's detailed.
This is really well done. Let me get an aerial view. And let me come around and get a view here of this beautiful little town. Again, everything's grayed down, and very nice. Jim, that water tank, is that a Woodland Scenics, or what water tank is that?
That was a Wooden Scenics, yes.
Was it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now this corner building here, I don't think I've ever seen. Did you
drugstore?
Did you scratch build that, or?
No, that was a kit. It's one of those storefront kits from, I think Walther's made it.
Really?
Yeah, I just redid it and kind of made it look dirty and threw some ice cream. There's an ice cream sign on the side of it here.
Yeah, I like it.
And of course, this takes place in the '60s, so we have a hippie and his girlfriend coming across the.
Oh yeah.
The picket fence.
Yeah.
In the stores, all my stores actually have inner decorative things inside, like the furniture. And of course, this one has all the eggs and all that inside of it. You can see if I take it out, you'll see it inside the.
Oh yeah! Wow, look at that! Yeah. I see a 70 GTO in the back there, a Judge. Perfect for the time period.
Oh, I'm not left-handed, of course.
That's okay. We won't. Just a beautiful little scene. Here's a nice little scene here. That Cole, is that a JL
yes.
kit? Yeah, that's a neat little kit. I've never seen one built before.
Bent one of my trees here. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Really, really. Yeah, look at this. This is completely scratch built here, this guy.
No, that's a hospital.
Oh, I mean, scratch built, the building is scratch built? This guy here? No?
No, it was a kit.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
Wow.
That was one of the hospitals.
Okay.
Hospital kit. I made it into a town hall, like a city hall type building.
Wow.
And this is the train shop at Droughts Drew Railment. You'll see the sign in the front of the store here. That's where we're going to go later on to visit.
Oh, the train store.
Yeah. Doesn't look like that, but that's the same name. So.
Wow. That's an interesting structure way in the back there.
That was a glass company years ago, a glass blowing company. I made it into a insulator company for electrical. Now
this scene that I'm hovering over, I get that this engine facility. This is really well done.
Yeah, that was built. It also has interior.
That's a Walther's kit, I believe.
Yeah, it's hard to get off. I didn't have it off for years.
That's okay.
But, yeah,
and that's an overhead Walther's crane.
Right.
And your use of junk is very thought out. It's very well thought out. Wow,
I cut up some buildings and also some pieces of steel for the trash piles.
Wow.
A lot of the trash piles come out of my drawer. I just use the junk from the drawers and cut them up.
This is really well done. And here's some more of those bridges.
This is from scratch. This was a total.
Wow.
Just took some framework from one of the older kits.
Everything's lit too. Yeah.
I'll light it up later on. So.
That's really interesting. And then I'm going to pan her back around our United Airlines plane coming in. I can hear it now, man.
And that is a laser kit in front of you there. The same gentleman who built my mind over there that passed away, Mr. Zwire, he built that for me.
Oh, wow.
That yellow building there.
This is a really neat scene here. Elvis was here, and this like duck down in this city here.
My son's names are on all the buildings over there.
Right, graffiti. Oh, look at that.
This station was totally designed, my own design.
Oh,
Station.
really?
Yes. The whole thing. That was from scratch.
It's really neat. That's beautiful. That could be a kit. You could sell that. That's
Yeah,
really... Wow. Look at that. And that's really nice. And this little area here. And
this
now,
walkway comes across and goes into the city through the walkway under the tracks.
oh yeah, look at that. It goes through this way, and you can see how it kind of goes down this way.
These are more of these Dungeon and Dragon blocks I was telling you about.
All right, let me come across and show folks. Again, this backdrop, folks, it looks very hazy in the background and very real.
It's actually a scene of Pittsburgh. That's where the buildings came from.
Okay.
This little bricks here at the tunnel ports. Those
Dungeons.
are actually Dungeon and Dragon blocks.
Wow.
My son,
From your
Christopher.
son.
Yeah. He was going to throw them out, and I said, no, don't throw them out.
Jesus. All right, let me pause this.
Oh, hey.
Jim, I'll tell you, Jim, this factory here, the Hershey factory, we're going to talk about this now.
Okay.
It looks like it's about 3 feet, maybe almost 4 feet. It's a pretty good size.
Yes.
And tell us about the factory again.
Okay, the factory is there, for many, many years, and they were going to tear it down back in, I think, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother took pictures all the time of everything they tear down. So she took a picture of the factory and the backside of it,
Oh, wow.
where the trains come around.
Uh-huh.
You see the tracks right here. That was the old Reading, which is still there.
Okay.
And all that's there now is this 2 stacks and this silos.
That's all that's there
That's
now.
all that's there. And then the front piece is actually is the office now.
Wow. So this is Chocolate World now, I guess, or whatever it might be.
But it's actually in the town. Chocolate World's behind it.
Okay.
But the whole thing is actually it's this styrofoam. I use that roof material that they use, that glue board,
Uh-huh.
for insulation, and I covered it with goo, and I also installed styrene on it.
This
And
is...
then painted it with just a normal paint that you buy at Lowe's.
Now, standing back here looking at it, you'd never know it was 3 inches thick or 4, not even 4 inches thick.
Right.
It gives you the optical illusion that parts of it look to be an inch thick, parts of it look to be a little bit thicker, and it's part of the backdrop. Now, this stone paper, is that from the Greek? The guy on eBay that sells from Greece?
I don't think I bought that over at Strasburg Railroad Hobby House.
Oh, wow.
You can buy the sheets of brick and stone to make it look like the actual stone. So.
This is really well done. I really like this. And then this is the back side of the Gray Bar Electric Company.
Yeah, that's the insulators for electrical.
And that's a kit bash.
Yes, that has 3 kits on that one. It's actually the blowing glass company, which is the one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's the kind you build from, I forget who makes those. I forget who makes them. But we sell them in the shop. They're actually little styrene plastic kits you build with real thick plastic.
And look at here, we got a...
Auto shop. It's actually in Lebanon. We have one. It's Eversoul's Body Shop.
Oh, wow.
And car lot.
And look what's for in the car lot there, 70 GTO Judge.
And the Camaro's doing a burnout over there.
Oh, man, yeah, over here. That 69 Camaro did a one tire burnout. It doesn't have posi rear, so it only left one trail, I think.
Mine has there's 2 trails there.
Is there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I was looking at the wrong trail. Yeah, these guys just did a burnout.
Yeah. So.
That's cool,
And
man.
these fences, you see the fence along the fence line there?
Uh-huh.
I use rabbit pen for that. Rabbit pen wire.
Okay.
Just cut off 3 links of it and then bend the top one. Looks like it's bob wire.
Wow.
And I glue plastic on it.
Did you see Bill Catchell's layout on my channel? It's
Yes.
very
Yeah,
a lot
see
of
that
these
one.
beautiful. It's very similar to all
This
these
is the
beautiful
junkyard.
scenes. Oh yeah.
The junkyard dogs and everything.
Here's the dog, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There's That's a big dog there, man.
Yeah,
and that's a smaller
We have
dog.
some nasty ones around here too in the junkyard.
That dog, man, that dog would tear you up, man. That dog there looks like
I know, that's hysterical.
that dog there would bite your ass.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
And this is the water from the city. It comes out over here in a big tube.
Uh-huh.
And then this is like a dam, which is quite dirty right now. I didn't get a chance to dust it off.
I love it.
It gets dirty down here quite quickly.
Who made this hospital kit? Is it Kit Bash, I guess, or no?
No, that wasn't.
Kibri or
That's actually the full complete kit. That one.
okay.
That was like a hospital. I forget.
I've never seen it. Is it made by
Yeah.
Vollmer or made
It
by
came from Walthers.
Walthers?
Yeah, Walthers has it.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, the hotel up there is like.
Right. That's a Spectrum.
And this is my Penn Central office. This building right here, the particular one is
Okay.
the side has a Penn Central on it. And then having a party here at this little apartment house.
Oh yeah, look at that, man.
There's two girls that are you know,
Yeah.
and then the guy in the windows checking them out and talking to them. And,
Oh man. Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on
yeah.
down there? These hot ladies down there. Boy, I wish I was at that party. Look at that, man. That's a beautiful build on that Bachman Spectrum Ambassador Hotel. Very nice. Very nice, man. Look at this. This building here looks familiar. That kit.
That's old. That's been around for years.
Yeah, it's been around. Now
I painted it, of course, with the brick had to be painted separate from the.
you added this concrete back to it, I
Yes.
think. Yeah, that really, man, very well done.
And then this warehouse furniture store has actually interiors in it as they're selling furniture in there. You can see when I turn lights on, you can be able to see that later.
Yeah, we're gonna get a
The
light
lights up,
view of
so.
the
And the
layout.
fire truck lights up too. It flashes and.
Wow, that's was a Magnuson kit, and then Walthers, I guess, came out with the same kit. It's a corner drugstore kit. Wow. Boy, that T-Bird's tailgating that GTO, man. He's gonna tick that dude off in the goat.
See the Pacer sitting there making a turn.
Oh yeah, look at
old
that
Pacer.
AMC Pacer.
Yeah, I see the Maverick. I had a Maverick years ago.
Holy cow,
A 72 Maverick.
that's cool.
A 70 Maverick, I'm sorry. 70.
Wow.
And that's a restaurant here right in the front of you.
Look at this, man.
This one I built from scratch. One is a Campbell's kit, which is the middle one here. The other two are everything else is made from scratch.
Yeah.
That's actually cardboard. I took a pencil and just drew my lines on it.
Oh wow. Really? You
Sort of-
can't
Yeah.
can't
I
really
painted
tell.
it. I stained it with some stain,
Uh-huh.
and then I just drew the lines on it's a blue box inside out. Is what it is.
Wow. This is very well done. Yeah.
And I'm kind of cheap when it comes to making
Well,
things.
you'd never know looking at it. I mean, let's get a visual.
This is actually a silo from a PVC pipe. I made that from plastic pipe.
This is an impressive view. And again, it's not that big a layout. It's, I guess, like he said, about 15 by 20 feet. And, but it's a lot going on and it runs well. And you've got a yard here. And let's pause this and let's do a night scene, if that's okay. All right, folks, we're back at night. I almost tripped over Brian. Sorry, Brian. And I'm just going to walk around. Look at his mind, man. I wish we had sound effects of those jets coming in for it. That'd be really cool.
Worked for 2 years.
Yeah. Wow.
There, it's
Come
good.
on. Oh,
There you
come
go.
on. Please don't do this to me today.
Oh, that's okay. It's beautiful. Absolutely well done.
Why? Can we start over?
Yeah, well, I'll pause when we get down. We keep it real. I'll pause when we get over there.
It's fine.
And I'm just going to go over to the farm here.
Don't feed off the hearing, does it?
Now, folks, on my camera, the lights may look a bit overdone, but I guarantee you in person, they're perfect. They're yellow. They have the beautiful, soft yellow light. They're not overdone, even though on camera it may look like that barn light's a bit over bright. I guarantee you in person it's not. It's right on the money. And this city scene Jim did. And this station you did, Jim, this is really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is everything in the city is just very well done. Wow. Let's go flying over.
Don't go over here.
All right.
I want to.
Let's pause it.
Over here and try to. He might be.
And we got the other side of town here. Look at this, man.
Oh, you over you. What's going on?
Really good use of lighting.
There it goes.
This plant, again, I've said it too many times. It's just beautiful.
There we go. It's quick. Get it up here quick before it goes out.
You know, Jim, what I like is the use of all the natural color light, and then where appropriate, you've got the bright neon lights, you know, where appropriate. Man, look at that. And that chocolate factory here, let's pan in here. So, folks, you don't need a big 50 by 50 foot room. You don't need a big 25 by 30 or 45 by 70. This is a tremendous amount going on in a approximately 15 by 20 foot space in HO scale. There's just a tremendous amount going on. And that chocolate factory's lit up.
Fire engines.
Yeah. And I'll sweep one more time around.
Back there's a store inside the storefront.
Yeah. Let me go to the storefront here. Where was that, Jim? Oh, yeah.
Inside you.
Oh, yeah. Let's get in there without, see if I don't want to damage any of the power lines. Oh, yeah.
It's okay, there's string. I use that vinyl or that.
On the string.
Yeah, you can pull on them, won't hurt them.
Let me pause this.
$9 a train.
Folks, I love airplanes, and one of the things that I miss is back when I was a teenager, I bought the Monogram B-52 model in 1/72nd scale. She's close to being an HO scale B-52, and when you come downstairs in Jim's room, you notice the trains, but in your face is this B-52 flying by you, Jim built and used an airbrush on, and guess what? Neil Armstrong's sitting inside that X-15, ready to get dropped. And over to this side, Jim did a beautiful job building a bunch of helicopters and airplanes. We've got Jim as a Marine. Thanks for your service, Jim.
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you.
And we've got a Huey helicopter, and we've got many different airplanes here he built. This is McCain's plane, 416.
It's McCain's plane.
Wow, what kind of plane is that?
I knew you'd ask me that.
Yeah, that's all right. I can't remember. Don't worry. And
It's McCain's plane is what it is.
yeah, just we're in the planes here. Oh, I got a space shuttle sitting there. Where'd that Mustang go? That P. Here's X50. Here's a. I think. Look at this, man.
Here's the very first jet.
Oh wow.
It's a German jet.
Yeah.
This is a tank killer, a German tank killer.
Let's go to the other side real quick. And then here's some cars. Jim collects cars. We all are loving cars here. And these are 1/24 scale. This is the Munsters car. We've got a B-58 Hustler doing a dive bomb. And let's see, there's the Mustang. And you did this one. This is a beautiful model. What scale is this one?
1/24.
1/24 scale?
Yeah. That's my favorite scale.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that's the right size.
And we're ending the video with the Raptor. Doing a nice little, you did a beautiful job airbrushing that.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Jim, I really appreciate you inviting us over here, and you're going to take us on some other layout tours today.
Yes. I'm going to go see Fred Carr's layout.
Okay.
And also stop at the train shop over in Lebanon.
And you look really good with that B-52 making that left turn in the background. Yeah, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.